Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you this. Do you truly believe in yourself? Do you trust that the dreams you have, the goals you want to achieve, and the person you want to become are within your reach? Because if you don't, let me tell you something. You're already setting yourself up for failure. Self-belief is the most powerful tool you can have in your arsenal. Without it, the world will chew you up and spit you out. But with it, there is nothing you cannot overcome. It's not about being perfect. It's about having the conviction to keep moving forward no matter how many times you fall. Now let's talk about challenges. You see, life isn't supposed to be easy. If it were, we wouldn't grow. Every obstacle you face, every mountain that stands in your way, is an opportunity in disguise. It's an opportunity for you to show who you really are. Every time you face adversity, you become stronger, sharper, more capable. So when life knocks you down, don't curse the storm. Learn how to dance in the rain. The struggle is part of the story. It's what builds character. Embrace it. But here's the thing, just believing in yourself is not enough. You've got to stay consistent. Consistency is the heartbeat of success. It's the small, everyday actions that add up over time, shaping the future you're striving toward. Success doesn't come from grand gestures, from one-off big moves. No, it comes from showing up every day, even when it feels like nothing is happening. When everyone else is waiting for their big break, you are building yours, brick by brick, day by day. Day by day, day by day. That's the power of consistency. Understand this. The journey you're on, the grind, the late nights, the early mornings, it's just as important, if not more important, than the end goal. There are moments when you'll want to quit, when the finish line seems too far, when you wonder if it's all worth it. But let me remind you, the person you're becoming in the process is the real reward. It's not about getting to the top. It's about who you become in the climb. Keep climbing even when it feels like you're standing still. Trust that each step forward, no matter how small, is a step in the right direction. And when doubt and fear come knocking, and trust me, they will, you've got to face them head on. Fear has a way of convincing you that you're not good enough, that you're not ready, that you're not capable. Don't listen to it. Fear is the enemy of progress. It's the thing that holds most people back. But you've got something inside of you that fear can't touch. It's that belief in yourself. Don't let fear drive your decisions. Let your belief in yourself drive you forward no matter what. Lastly, remember this. Self-discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to go. You can dream all day, you can plan all day, but if you're not putting in the work, none of it matters. You've got to be disciplined enough to get up every day, even when the world feels like it's against you, and keep moving forward. Discipline is the key that unlocks the door to your future. And let me tell you, success won't wait for you. It won't knock on your door. You've got to go out there and earn it. So I challenge you today, believe in yourself. Stay consistent even when it's tough. Embrace the struggle, face your fears, and never ever give up. You've got what it takes. Now go out there and show the world what you're made of. Believing in yourself is not just a nice idea or a motivational quote you hear in passing. It's the bedrock upon which everything else is built. Without self-belief, you're essentially walking through life with one hand tied behind your back. If you don't have faith in your own abilities, how can you expect others to believe in you? It starts with you. You've got to understand that no one else will fight for your dreams as hard as you will. And if you don't take ownership of your potential, you'll find yourself waiting for a handout or permission to succeed. Believe in your worth and capabilities, even when the world around you tells you otherwise. There will be moments when doubt creeps in, when the fear of failure feels louder than your desire to succeed. But in those moments, you have to remember that every successful person, every trailblazer, every person who made a mark on this world was once standing where you stand now. They didn't have some magical power, but what they had was an unwavering belief that they could push through the obstacles no matter how tall, no matter how impossible it seemed. You are no different. You have a unique set of strengths and talents, and while it might take time for you to fully recognize them, once you do, there's no stopping you. That belief doesn't mean you'll never face challenges. It means you'll keep going when it feels tough, and you'll never let the voice of doubt drown out your conviction. The truth is, believing in yourself isn't about having all the answers. It's about knowing you have the resilience to figure things out along the way. It's about trusting that every step forward, no matter how small, is a step towards something greater. The reality is that there will be people who don't believe in you. There will be critics, naysayers, and maybe even those closest to you who doubt your ability to reach your goals. But if you stand firm in your belief, if you trust in your own strength, no external voice can diminish what you know is possible for you. Your belief is the shield that protects you from negativity. So never let anyone take that belief away from you. Keep your head up, your heart strong, and keep moving forward. Because when you believe in yourself, the doors that once seemed closed begin to open, and the impossible starts to feel like it's within reach. Challenges are not obstacles to your success. They are the very things that carve out your path to greatness. Too often, people see a challenge and immediately back down or start questioning their ability to overcome it. But let me tell you something. The most successful people in the world didn't get to where they are by avoiding the tough times. They got there by facing adversity head on and using every setback as a stepping stone toward their goals. Life's challenges are there to test you, to push you beyond your limits, and ultimately to help you grow into the person you are meant to be. When things get hard, and trust me, they will, you have a choice. You can either retreat or you can rise. And rising doesn't always mean jumping to victory in one giant leap. Sometimes rising is about taking one small step after another, refusing to let the difficulties pull you under. Think of it like a muscle. The more you challenge it, the stronger it gets. You won't develop your inner strength by taking the easy route. You will only grow by fighting through the tough moments, by staying focused and determined even when every part of you wants to quit. It's in those moments of struggle that you truly see what you're made of. Every time you face adversity, you learn something new about yourself. You learn how much more you can handle, how much more you can achieve, and how far your willpower can take you. The pain you feel in the process is not in vain. It's the pressure that refines you, that sharpens you, and makes you better. Don't be afraid of the tough times. Embrace them, because they're the moments that prepare you for the bigger battles ahead. And here's another truth. You'll never know what you're capable of if you don't face those challenges. If you always take the easy road, if you always play it safe, you'll never discover the extent of your strength. Greatness doesn't come from comfort zones. It comes from stepping out into the unknown, from walking into the fire and learning to dance in the flames. Challenges shape you. They mold you into a version of yourself you never thought possible. So when you face a challenge, remember this. It's not the end, it's the beginning of something greater. Use it as fuel to drive you forward. You've got what it takes to conquer it. Consistency is the quiet force behind every successful journey. It's not about doing something extraordinary once in a while. It's about doing the ordinary things day in and day out, even when no one is watching, even when the results aren't immediately visible. Most people give up too soon because they expect instant results. But success isn't built overnight. It's built on a foundation of small, consistent actions that compound over time. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't isn't necessarily talent or luck. It's the relentless commitment to keep showing up even when the path gets tough. Think about it. When you commit to something every day, you're creating momentum. At first, it may seem like nothing is changing, but you're laying the groundwork for something bigger. Every step, every effort, no matter how small, is a building block for your future. And even when you don't feel like it, when your energy is low or the challenges seem overwhelming, consistency demands that you keep pushing forward. It's about developing a habit of showing up, even on the days when you don't feel like it. The days when the world seems to be working against you are the days that matter most, because they test your resolve, your dedication, and your commitment to the vision you have for your life. Many people start off strong, fired up with enthusiasm and motivation. But motivation alone doesn't last. It's the consistency, the ability to keep putting in the work day after day that separates those who achieve their goals from those who fall short. The journey towards success is not a sprint, it's a marathon. And like any marathon, the key to crossing that finish line is the ability to keep going when the end seems far away. You have to trust that the work you're putting in now is paying off, even if you can't see it yet. The results will come, but they come to those who don't quit, to those who are willing to endure the process, to those who trust in the power of consistent effort. Think of the greats, the ones who made history. They didn't get to where they are because of a single breakthrough moment. They got there because they were relentless, because they committed to their craft day after day, never wavering, never stopping. And that's the secret. It's not magic. It's not luck. It's the power of showing up, of doing what needs to be done, even when it feels like no one notices, even when the finish line is nowhere in sight. Success isn't an event. It's a process. And that process demands consistency. Stay committed to it, and in time you'll look back and realize just how far you've come. The journey you are on is just as important as the destination you're striving to reach. Too often, we get caught up in the idea of the end goal, the prize at the finish line, and forget that it's the journey itself that shapes who we are. Success is not simply about what you accomplish at the end. It's about what you learn, how you grow, and who you become as you go through the process. Every challenge, every hardship, every setback along the way is a lesson, a step forward in your personal evolution. It's easy to get fixated on the end result, to focus so much on the what's next that you miss the beauty of what's happening in the present. But let me tell you, if you can embrace the journey, if you can find joy and meaning in the grind, you will unlock a level of fulfillment that goes far beyond reaching the finish line. There will be moments when the end goal seems distant, when progress feels slow, when the light at the end of the tunnel feels like a distant flicker. In those moments, it's easy to question whether it's all worth it, but you've got to realize that these moments of struggle are not the things holding you back. They are the things that are going to propel you forward. The real treasure of any journey lies in the lessons learned, the skills honed, and the character developed. You are building yourself in ways you might not even see in the moment. But every day that you continue to push forward, you are becoming someone greater than you were yesterday. The journey also teaches you resilience. Success, when it eventually comes, will be sweet. But without those moments of struggle, without those days when you wanted to quit, that victory would not hold the same weight. It's the perseverance, the refusal to give up, that makes the success meaningful. The victories you achieve after facing the hardships are the ones that will stay with you forever. They are the ones that will remind you that you are capable of more than you ever thought possible. Every step you take on the journey, no matter how small, is a victory in itself, because it means you are still moving forward, still chasing your dreams, and still refusing to let anything stop you. If you can learn to enjoy the journey, to celebrate the small wins and embrace the challenges, the destination will become just a part of the whole experience. It won't be the only thing that defines you. The journey will have shaped you into someone who is stronger, wiser, and more capable. And in the end, you'll realize that the journey itself was the real reward all along. Success isn't just about crossing the finish line. It's about the person you become while you're running the race. Keep moving forward, because it's the journey that will make all the difference. In the end, believing in yourself, staying consistent, embracing challenges, and appreciating the journey are the keys that unlock the door to your success. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment or hoping that things will just fall into place. It's about showing up day after day with the faith that your efforts will pay off. The road will not always be smooth, and there will be times when the finish line feels impossibly far away. But remember, each step you take, no matter how difficult, is a step toward becoming the person you are meant to be. Keep your belief strong. Keep showing up when others won't. Embrace every challenge and learn from it. Because it's in those moments of struggle that your true strength is revealed. The journey itself is what shapes your success, so don't rush through it. Be present, enjoy the process, and trust that every effort you put in is getting you closer to where you want to be. Success is not defined by the destination, but by the courage to keep going, the persistence to never give up, and the belief that you are worthy of everything you've set out to achieve. So go forward with confidence, stay consistent, and know that the best version of yourself is just around the corner. Keep believing, keep moving, and remember, you've got everything it takes to succeed. Thank you.